Hi, it's Soumya. Over 1,000 people DM'd me on TikTok and they tried to ask me a bunch of questions about how I got a job in Dubai in 3 weeks. So I thought it would be better to just make a YouTube video so that I can answer all your questions and hopefully you'll get a job too. I'm also just gonna do my nighttime skincare routine while talking about this just because why not? Okay, just to give a little bit of context about myself, I work in legal and compliance and I will be working in the financial services sector, but until now I have worked with different business consultancies. And there's makeup remover in my eye. I've worked with different business consultancies and in-house legal law firms as well. Very small amount of financial services experience directly I have, but I ended up getting this job in 3 weeks in core financial services. So I guess these CV tips or these job application tips would work for anybody that's looking for a corporate environment. My first and probably most important tip would be to ensure that you apply for jobs between 8:30 and 11 a.m. in the morning Dubai time, because that is approximately when the recruiter would be, or the HR of the company would be looking through their emails and seeing the kind of applications that they're getting, and they would be doing their own morning routine and checking what all has come through. And that is the best time for your CV to be noticed by recruiters and HR. And that is generally the time that even when I applied, that is generally the time when I got callbacks, because when they're on your CV and they see your number, they can just immediately dial and call you. And people are generally more in the mood to get stuff done earlier in the day as compared to later in the day. So you're likely to get calls around 11. Honestly, most of the times that I've gotten a call back, it's been around 11 for applications that I made earlier that morning itself. So that is a tip I think definitely helps and gets you visibility. My second tip would be to ensure that you are part of the first 50 applicants for any job as far as possible, which would mean most company specific websites on their career pages have that option of creating a job alert for the kind of relevant positions that you're looking for. So if you create a job alert when those jobs do become available and they're posted publicly, you do get an email with the notification that this kind of job has been posted and this is the link to apply, and then the link you to the job. That definitely helps. But also on LinkedIn easy applications, which is how even I got my previous job, and I ensured that I was one of the first 50 applicants for any job, because by the time they've gone through 50 CVs, they've kind of already made up their mind about the direction that they want to go in and the kind of candidate that they're looking for. And you want to be part of that first 50 so that they already are thinking in your direction. I know a lot of people say that you should email the recruiter directly, but almost every single time I've done that, I have not received a response. Emailing recruiters directly has not worked for me, but I know a lot of people recommend that. So if you want to do that, please go ahead. But for me personally, it hasn't been a thing. But what I have done is after I get that status update on LinkedIn that says somebody has viewed my CV, I go to the hiring manager's LinkedIn and I send them a connection request. So I basically wait and I look at the statuses of all my applications, and the minute it says CV viewed or resume downloaded, I go on that person's LinkedIn and I send them a connection request just to ring my name back in their head, just so that I can ensure that when they saw my CV and they saw my name, they will immediately get a notification on their phone or through their email that the same name has sent you a connection request. Just reinforcing your name in their mind kind of helps, and it kind of helped me. It's kind of a sneaky trick. Another thing that I did, the third thing, which a lot of people have said that is kind of insane, is that I applied for 100 jobs a day just because I wanted to get a job as soon as possible. I applied 50 minimum on LinkedIn, if not more. Whenever there were more jobs available for my profile, I applied to them. But generally, when you apply for so many jobs, you start running out of jobs on LinkedIn to apply to, literally. So when I would reach the running out stage, I would apply for 50 on LinkedIn. I'm completely aware that people feel like 100 applications a day is excessive, but that is the kind of timeline that I wanted to follow because I wanted to get a job as quickly as possible. The next major thing that again really worked for me was applying after I ran out of all the jobs on LinkedIn and Gulf Talent and Naukri Gulf. I applied on recruitment agencies' websites, job portals. So I didn't apply on company websites directly, which is what most people again tell you to do. In some cases, I guess that would work, but for me, it didn't work. I applied to the recruitment agency's website directly. There have also been situations where I saw the job opening on the company's website directly and I applied on that. And I saw a very similar job opening, because generally recruitment agencies don't reveal the name of the company until you're a bit further in the recruitment process. And I saw a similar profile posted on a recruitment agency's website, so I applied to both. And it later turned out that the job was posted on both platforms, the company website as well as the recruitment agency's platform, simultaneously. But the recruiters are obviously more proactive in trying to find a candidate for that role. So I got more callbacks through that rather than directly from the company. Even the job that I will step into, I found like that. Like, they had it posted on their company LinkedIn as well, but I found it through a recruitment agency, and then that's how it went. So if you want to increase your chances, I guess you should apply to both on the main company website as well as the recruitment agency website. A lot of people also ask me for a couple of CV tips and how they can tailor their CV specifically to the Dubai job landscape. A lot of people, when I was applying, told me that they had to put in their photo in their CV because that is what this market requires. But I did that for a while. I got a couple callbacks, but I preferred not to do that. I didn't feel it necessary, so I removed it and I got callbacks anyway, so I don't think that's a necessity. I think most of the other CV tips that people have asked me for, you can find generally on the internet, and basically ChatGPT asks it to tailor your CV according to the Dubai job market, and it does a pretty good job. It does basically most of your work. Just the photo question I've gotten a lot, which is why I'm answering only that. And another question that a lot of people ask me is, I got it in 3 weeks, but they've been applying for a month or 2 months and they still haven't gotten it. See, I also got it in 3 weeks because I spent my entire day only doing that and nothing else for those 3 weeks. So if you have other responsibilities or other things that take up your time, give yourself some time, don't pressure yourself so much. But on the other hand, this is a good time also to apply for jobs in Dubai. My idea of that would be to give it time, definitely, because it is becoming a very increasingly competitive market because so many people are moving here. But don't lose hope, because at the same time a lot of companies and employers are also moving here. This is definitely a good time to apply, especially December, because people are generally going to tend to give you a Jan start. I also did my research on this, and it says that the general timeline on average that people take to find a job is between 2 to 6 months. And this is just the general timeline of this city, and I'm not sure about the UAE as a whole. I've only done research and I've only gotten a job and spoken to recruiters in Dubai. So this is my advice. This is the max I can give. If there's anything else that I can let you guys know, please leave it in the comments below and I'll try to help you as much as I can. I genuinely know how frustrating the job hunting phase can be. I've done it probably 4 times in my life now, and I've kind of understood exactly what it takes to get noticed by people and get in touch with people and get yourself a job basically at the end of it, or at least if nothing else, get yourself interviews. So these are my tips in terms of Dubai in specific. If there's anything else that I can answer for you guys, please leave the questions in the comments and I'll try and help as much as I can. Thank you.